Good to see all you guys. Happy New Year. Happy spring.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Use the day. Another spring match sellout. You glad to see that sold out in less than an hour?
That's the first. All I know is Nate told me there's people camping out last night on Easter night. I felt bad, but I didn't know. I mean, it's the first I heard it sold out, and there's no place like Nebraska. And I know Central City's this has been a 4-year project. So they approached us and said, hey, we're going to build this arena. It's going to be ready somewhere in 2023. And will you guys come out there? And we said, sure, you build it. We'll come out and play. And so now it's happening. And that's why I think it's a really big deal for the community. And ironically, I ran into last week, Future Farmers of America were here, and I ran into the group from Ewing, which is now Ewing something. And they're going to build a facility, so they want us to come up there. And they said it's going to be bigger and better than Central City. So love the competition in the state.
What does that say to the state of Nebraska that, there's multiple small communities like this wanting to build facilities just so that those people can see Nebraska volleyball play?
Yeah, well, it's not just us, but it's a pride for the community. And I think by Nebraska volleyball or any of our Nebraska teams coming out there and playing, it just kind of validates this is a big deal, it's important, and we have big events in here, just like at PBA, we have Red Hot Chili Peppers in there, that's a big deal. And, Nebraska volleyball comes to Central City, that's a big deal and validates that arena. So, yeah, we're honored, and I know they'll do a great job.
Would you tell the players the priority is for this spring? What has been the priority this spring?
Really haven't talked about it. We got 6 new players, so we still have not put in all of our drills yet. So we're learning our drills, our terminology, the things that we teach. So it's been a very every day is I have right in our practice plan that we got to be teachers today. We got to teach these guys what we need, and I haven't had to ask them to bring energy. You guys saw practice today. I mean, it's like this every day. They get after it, and there's energy, and they compete.
It's for the louder groups too.
Yeah, very loud. So, which is good because typically when you have 6 new players, they're pretty quiet, and because they're just trying to figure things out. These guys, as we like to tell Lainey sometimes, she has no filter.
How beneficial has it been to have everybody here and able to go through everything and to bring all the newcomers?
Yeah, it's a huge advantage for us to have a full group because we can do, like I said, we're doing a lot of teaching, but we can get into some great 6-on-6. It's very competitive. And we haven't made a starting lineup yet. We mix them up every day. We mix up the setters every day, and just want to get everybody comfortable and feel like they're a part of this team and everybody can play.
Will you get more practices this spring than past springs?
No. Still, it just normally we only go 5 weeks, and we probably. Our school schedule's all different now. So normally we'd only go 5 weeks and then we're into finals. Now finals is another week. Well, spring football went later, so that we had to move, and then we still have another week of school till we start finals. So we have the full 6 weeks available to us this spring. And normally we only go 5 because because we could do beach, and then it's 5 more weeks till we start dead week basically, and now it's we had a short front end, but we have a longer back end, so it allows us another week basically. That all made sense.
So you will use more, you'll have more practices this year than you did last year.
Yeah, we'll have an extra week than we normally. We have always had that available. We're just taking advantage of it this year because of the calendar, and we're playing. But we take 1 day off a week in the middle of the week. Mainly one so we can recruit, and then they get an actual school day with no volleyball, and they get to actually be students and do not feel like they got to rush to practice or rehab or something like that. They get a day to themselves, which is really nice, and I think it helps us in training to have really good practices because they get that day off. So it's not a 6-day grind. It's 5 days, Sunday off and then a weekday off, which they. In the fall, they never get a weekday off.
When you're installing those new drills, how much are you doing the teaching versus the upperclassmen returners doing the teaching?
I'm doing it all to make sure everybody's on the same page. And we've adjusted some things, and we got some things we're working on. So yeah, the coaches are setting that.
What do you rely on the upperclassmen to teach the newcomers?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it. we really don't have it, upperclassmen. We don't have any seniors. We don't even have a player 21 years old, I don't think. So, I mean, we still have 5 players 17 years old. Maggie still is the youngest on our team. Let's see, somebody just turned 18 of the newbies, but we're a very young group, which it makes it a lot of fun because they're very curious. They want to learn, and this is, they want to.
Enough.
Hey, Jalen, we're trying to do an interview here. We're trying to do an interview here. It's like ESPN's here.
For what school?
You're blowing these guys up. Yeah, we never really. Haven't even talked to them about it.
So is that a summer or fall conversation? When does that conversation happen?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far. We just like I said. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't feel like we have 6 new players, I'll tell you that. So it feels like this group's been together, and playing beach really helped that.
Kenny obviously didn't go through the beach. What was she able to accomplish during the spring here?
We trained the heck out of her. She was with me and Kelly a lot. And she got a lot of individual attention. So Kennedy is not going to say coaches don't pay attention. She got a lot of individual attention. We worked really hard, and she worked really hard. Even went to Hawaii. We took her with us because last year she couldn't go. So we felt like that was it was hard when the whole team's over there and she couldn't go. And we even trained her over there almost daily. We got a gym over there, which there was a friend of Jalen's that has a really cool little gym, and so we got to go over there and train her. So she got worked, and then she worked out with me every day. So, I mean, life's good for Kennedy Orr.
You seen strides from her, kind of progress?
So, major.
With all the newcomers and the young players on the team, is your expectation for the season a little different, or is it the same as it has been in previous years?
Nothing ever changes here. So we're trying to win the last match of the year, and we're trying to win the Big Ten championship. So nothing ever changes here. The game doesn't know how old you are. That's what I tell them. Tell those freshmen, game doesn't know how old you are.
You talk about the young freshman, but Merritt's coming here with a couple of years of college experience. How is she kind of integrated into the team?
Great. She, like I said, it feels like she's been here for 2 years already. I mean, it's been a great transition. I think she's really connected. She lives with Lindsay Krause, which has been really, really helpful for her to integrate in because, Lindsay's is involved in the community. She does stuff with the team. It's been a great transition for Merritt, and she also has, there's 2 guys on the football team from Florida, so she knows those guys. So there's, it's been a great transition for her.
What have you liked about the 6 newcomers so far in practice?
They compete, and like I said, they're not bashful. They don't care how old they are or who's ahead of them. They're competing. They want to play.
Stands out about Andy now that she's in your gym and she's got good setters, and what stands out about her now?
Well, did you see her today? What stands out to you?
Oh, blocking.
Yeah, and she's a great athlete, and she's learning a ton. And if you ask her, the game's really fast for her, but it's starting to slow down a little bit. Yeah, excuse me. Hey, Lindsay, remind everybody we have Lisa meeting over at the training table. Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay. Aloha.
How long is Lexi out for her? Has she
She'll be back tomorrow.
Merritt have any restrictions?
No, she'll be back tomorrow too. These are just little things that, if it's fall, it wouldn't be a problem, but this spring we don't push through some of these things. So they'll be both be back tomorrow.
Did Maggie take any time off after basketball, or was she ready?
She took a few days, yeah. I think she took, when they finished on a Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah, I think she waited till, yeah, what day of the week was that?
It was a Thursday.
Oh,
So
Thursday,
last week.
okay. So she waited, I think, till she took a week off and then just joined back into this.
How's that gone? How routine?
Awesome, yeah. She was the thing is, to go from basketball to volleyball is a lot easier than going from volleyball to basketball. So that I think, it was a bigger adjustment for her to leave our program and go to basketball. But coming from basketball, what is she doing? She's running, she's jumping, she's blocking shots, she's playing defense, and that's essentially, it was a very easy transition for her.
With the outdoor match, what's been most interesting to you about the reaction from people?
It's unreal. I mean, there are people going to come in from all over the world for this thing. It's like a happening. I've never seen anything like it. It's everywhere I go. There's two things everybody talks about everywhere. I mean, I've been all over the state. I've been all over the country recruiting. Everywhere I go, people want to talk to me about that stadium match, and they want to find out about the horses. It's unreal. I mean, this thing is, it's like, I can't even, I went recruiting with Harper down to Kansas City because her club team came down there. So she went down there, and this is a huge convention center. I mean, I told Harper, I said, you're going to get mommed. And she was blown away. And the whole time, I'm just literally going court to court, taking pictures, and people are asking me about those two things. So it's been a huge reaction, and people are fired up from everywhere. I mean, in airports, I'm running into people coming up to me and talking about it. It's a really big deal.
So we're going to make recruiting more challenging? You're getting pictures?
Yeah. Well, it's cool because, you're sitting there, all these other coaches are sitting there too, and they're like, watching this. And Jalen and I keep track. He gets a lot of pictures taken too. We keep track. We keep score. So it's been, but I think part of it is this attention from this match is like, wow, Nebraska's trying to do something great.
Who's winning?
I am.
So what do you think any attendance will be now?
I think it's going to sell out. Now the question is, what is a sellout with the stages and everything? That's what they're trying to figure out. I think it's going to sell out.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.